Hey, welcome back to the Trash Talker Show. I'm Don Fish here with Amy Cooper, and we got special guest this week, owner of the Broadway Bombers, Darik Campbell. This is week 3 going into the season, and on today's show we got the Guns and the Ass Kickers getting taken down and knocked off the notch with an embarrassing week 2 losses. We got the AWOLs and Troops keeping it rolling. They're the only two teams that are undefeated this far, and the 0-2 Chili Dogs and Rage are just trying to rack up a win at this point. But first, we got to begin with the Broadway Bombers and Darik Campbell, who have been ridiculed over the past couple weeks about their GM skills, man. Now, people are all over you about trading away Peyton Manning, right? Keeping Frank Gore, who's been a bust the past 2 years. And then your number 1 pick, Steven Jackson, man. What do you got to say about that?
Well, first off, my response is to that. We've got,
oh my God, this is embarrassing.
Well,
what do you got, man? What's your list?
What do I have? Okay.
Explain to me why you dumped out Peyton Manning.
I'll tell you why I dumped out Peyton Manning.
He was so bad.
Through 2 weeks right now, we got Frank Gore's got 51 points, Peyton Manning's got 46, and your boy Tom Brady has 36 points.
All right, but
how'd that Tom Brady trade work out for you?
Worked out good after week 1. But Frank Gore put up like 45 of those points like last week, right?
35. But so he put 16 up the first week.
All right.
But to be honest with you, okay, the reason why I took Steven Jackson and Frank Gore.
Steven Jackson.
Listen,
what's he doing?
NFC West, terrible defenses. Plus, they both play the Colts. Any running back that plays the Colts, big numbers.
So you're thinking future?
I'm thinking the whole season. I'm thinking NFC West.
So
they play everybody twice. That's a terrible defensive conference.
That's true. You can run on them. Let me ask you about this. Everybody's all over you. They even put up a poll. It wasn't me. It wasn't Amy. It wasn't Ed. I don't know if it's Jeremiah. Who it was. They put up a poll, and the majority of the voters said that you had to score. I think something like 85% of the voters said that you need to go back to the drawing board and just redraft your whole team just to make the playoffs, just to have a 500 record.
Well, I've got Matt Ryan, who's going to have a great year this year. He's going to come out and be a superstar. Steve Smith, wide receiver from Carolina.
Oh, he can't get the ball. Can't get him the ball.
Brandon Marshall's going to break out of his slump here.
Brandon Marshall even playing anymore?
Roddy White's a stud. Okay. And I got the sleeper, Mike Sims Walker, the third-year receiver.
I saw this pickup today.
Watch out.
Is this your James Hardy pickup?
Did
he go to IU too?
He did not go to IU, but I remember when I had to waive James Hardy because I had an injury, you picked him right up, didn't you? So don't give me that.
All right, well, I just wanted to give you a chance to defend yourself on all that and get out whatever you want to say. Is there anything else?
Two other things I'd like to.
All right, let's hear what you got.
First of all, I'm in 4 leagues, not 8. Okay. I was in 2 last year. I ratcheted up 2 years this year. 2 teams this year. Second of all, as far as me going to bars and karaoke all the time, not knowing what I'm talking about, all I have to say is,
you want to sing a little bit here?
My preseason, I did preseason rankings, and I ranked the AWOLs number 1 and Rage number 12. Guess what? AWOLs are ranked number 1 right now in the power rankings. Rage is ranked number 12. Let's go here. The Ass Kickers just got beat by 84 points last week by the AWOLs. So that's all I got to say. And I'm tied for first in the pick'em, so I know what I'm talking about when it comes to fantasy football.
All right. Well, that leads me into.
What happened in week 1 then?
It was about Steve Smith got 2 points. Steven Jackson got over 100 yards rushing last week. He's going to find the end zone. It's just a matter of time.
We might have to do another show just to interview you all by yourself with everybody harping on you.
So anyway, go ahead. Please do.
Well, we're going to get on to our next segment, which is a new game called Who You Got. You tell me who you got. So the first question is, who's more likely to win their first game this week in week 3? We got the Rage at 0-2 facing the Intimidators, who are 1-1. Or the Chili Dogs, who are 0-2, going up against the AWOLs that are 2-2. Amy, who you got? Rage or Chili Dogs?
I would go with Rage, just because Chili Dogs has been like 50 and under points. He just can't get it together.
So you're going with the Rage, who's running a 2 tight end set still and hasn't won, versus the Chili Dogs. I guess he is scoring more points. Good point. What do you got, Derek? Who you got?
Honestly, I don't think either one of them are going to get a win this week, but I would have to go with the Rage as well. I tried to make a trade with the Chili Dogs this week to try to help him out on the wide receiver end, but turned me down. So, and he's going to get blown out by
the trade.
I know AWOLs are probably going to beat him by at least. Well, if he beat you by 84, he might win by 95.
He might.
I'm going with the Rays too, mainly because the AWOLs are 2-0, where the Intimidators are just a mediocre team, 1-1. I think the Rays have more of a chance against him rather than the Dogs against the AWOLs. So, next question here. Who's more likely to lose this week? We got the AWOLs that are 2-0 versus the Chili Dogs. We kind of just went over that. Or the Coops Troops that are facing the Bandits. Who's more likely to lose? Who you got?
It's obviously Coops Troops because there's no way Chili Dogs is going to win.
Whoa, who do you think's going to lose this week? You think the Coops Troops are going down this week?
No.
So you think the Coops Troops are going to win this week?
Yeah.
So the question is, who do you got to lose this week? Out of the two undefeated teams, who's losing?
So I guess it would be Coops Troops then. Because AWOLs is going to win because they're playing Chili Dogs.
Neither one are going to lose this week. How about that?
Neither one are going to lose. They're going to stay undefeated?
Yes, they are.
I'm down with that. All right. Next question. Last one with this horrible segment here. Who's more likely to talk the most trash and still not make the playoffs this year? The Guns, the Ass Kickers, or the Bombers? Who you got?
Bombers.
You got the Bombers.
Bombers are making the playoffs. I think the Ass Kickers are making the playoffs. Don's Guns is going to be the third.
Guns is always in the playoffs. Don't even talk that. You've
year.
been in the league like 2 years
Not
and
this
never
year.
made the
You have a
playoffs.
handful.
It's the Bombers.
You have a handful of number
The
2
Bombers. All right, well, let's go to the final segment here. This is going to be the game of the week. The game of the week is the Bombers versus the Ass Kickers. Let's talk about this. What do you guys want to say here? You guys are taking on each other. This is clearly the best matchup of the year so far. What's going on here?
I guess for this year it's a good matchup, but last year I just wiped him out. So, I mean, pretty much, like, my skills, he's just going to go down again.
I'm 1-2 against you in the lifetime.
This year?
So no, this year. This year I'm overall I'm 1-2 against you.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to tie and come up to be 500 after this week. I'm an 18-point dog, but like I said, Matt Ryan's going to step up. He already said he's ready for the big time. I personally talked to Frank Gore, even though they're going against Minnesota's defense. He says he's going to outdo Adrian Peterson this week, and I believe him. So.
Dude, let me just run down my pick for this game because I got a little in-depth. You got Matt Ryan against New England. That defense this is the Bombers. The Bombers have Matt Ryan against New England. He's not gonna be successful against New England. You got Steven Jackson, who's been a bust ever since he became a starting running back, and he's going up against Green Bay. Not gonna happen. Frank Gore's going against arguably the best running running defense in the league. That's not gonna happen. Steve Smith, DeLone can't get him the ball. Not going to happen. Roddy White's okay, but again, New England. I just like the matchups for the Ass Kickers. You got Romo going up against Carolina. Michael Turner at New England. I probably wanted, that's not a great matchup, but then
Where's Michael Turner?
Ahmad Bradshaw against Tampa Bay, Reggie Wayne against Arizona, San Antonio Holmes against Cincinnati. I mean, just look at those. Tampa Bay, Arizona, Cincinnati. The matchups say the Ass Kickers are going to win. Think you're going down,
Well,
buddy.
so I had my bad week last week, and now I'm going to bounce back and get that 141 again.
The defenses are going to be a wash, believe it or not, and the quarterback's going to be a wash. So it's going to come down. It's going to come down to if Frank Gore is going to do anything, and well, we'll see.
All right, well, I mean, that just about wraps it up. Do you guys have anything else? Derek, I know you had a rough 3-week run right here. People have been all over you.
I know.
Is there anything else left to say to defend yourself, or are you just going to leave it on the
People
field?
can keep talking. That's because they're hating. That's all.
All right, well, that just about does it for the Trash Talker Show. For Darik Campbell, Amy Cooper, I'm Don Fish. We'll see you losers next week.